Oh, I don't even know where we are right now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Paul, let me jump back over to you.
Sure.
What else have you been reading?
I read this like obscure little indie book called Action Comics. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Mm, mm.
It's the 1061st issue of Action Comics, written by
Wow.
Jason Aaron, and art by John Timms, colors by Rex Locust, and letters by Dave Sharp. It's a Superman story. You know, I'm being coy. It's a Superman comic. Um,
Mhm.
I love the tradition where every time a big writer leaves Marvel to go to DC, they get the keys to Superman. Like Kirby did it, John Byrne did it, Brian Michael Bendis did it. Now Jason Aaron
Yeah.
gets to do it. Um, and I think Jason Aaron is a writer is a good fit for Superman. He loves telling big, over the top stories, and this is a big action centric, ridiculous Superman story that involves Bizarro. So, you know, I'm always curious enough about Superman to dive in every now and again. I don't read it regularly, but I figured Jason Aaron's a writer who I think is a good fit, like I said, and I love the character Bizarro, so I figured I'd give it a shot, and it's really fun. The main plot is that Bizarro's homeworld, Bizarro World, has disappeared, and he blames Superman personally because of all the crises that are happening in the multiverse are all the fault of the superheroes of Earth. So he's going to get revenge for his planet disappearing. Um, and his plan, I guess, involved him invading a world of sorcerers, basically a whole world of wizards, and they attack Bizarro, but he absorbs their magic and uses that to fight Superman because, of course, Superman is, his weakness is magic. That's one of his weaknesses. Like, he can't defend against magic.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
there's a whole sequence where like Bizarro is just punching Superman literally across the solar system. Like he punches him so hard, Superman ends up on Venus, and he punches him again. He goes past Saturn, and it's like that's the kind of dumb shit I want from a Superman comic. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Again,
Yeah.
no subtlety, just big fisticuffs flying through outer space. Bizarro is the perfect character for that type of story. So I think again, Jason Aaron is the right writer to do that. I'm invested enough in the story now and maybe keep following it. And
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever read anything that John Timms illustrated. And he's a really good Superman artist. He kind of has a less exaggerated Ed McGuinness vibe, if that makes sense. Remember when Ed McGuinness drew Superman? It's like kind of like a little cartoony, but really big and like over the top.
Yeah.
And like Timms gets there. It's not as exaggerated, but it has that vibe. It's a really good fit for this type of story. So the big cliffhanger at the end of the story is that Bizarro seems to have been defeated. He kind of like disappears, but he cast a spell before he disappeared, which is apparently turning the citizens of Metropolis into Bizarros. So got to pick up the next
Okay.
issue to see what happens with that. So it's great.
Does it end with Bizarro like looking out over the city and he goes, "They am all number ones now."
That would have been a perfect ending. Well, maybe they'll save that for the
Oh,
final conclusion of the story. I don't know.
yeah. We'll get,
Right,
we'll,
yeah.
we'll get Jason Aaron on the call and just
Yeah.
say like, "Hey, man, you got to fix that first issue."
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, they'll fix it in the trade, maybe.
yeah.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Danny in
Yeah.
the chat is saying it's only a 3-issue commitment to this
Okay.
storyline, so I might even check this out. Who knows?